Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible reading plan. We are in the third chapter of James today, and James is talking about bridling our tongue. He's saying that if we can control what we say, then we can control about our entire bodies. We can be totally self-controlled. And he goes on to show how difficult this is. And for me personally, this is the most difficult thing. I say so many words. I talk all the time. I struggle to keep my thoughts back, to keep my words back, and this is something that I need to heed today. He says in verse 3, we all stumble in many ways, and if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, able also to bridle his whole body. He says, just like you put a bit in the horse or in the mouth of a horse to move its whole body, so does the mouth of a person move its whole body. So if you are totally in self-control with what you say, then you're a perfect man, is what he's basically saying. He's showing how difficult it is to be someone who speaks life all the time, to not put down with your words. And he's also calling us to do that, to be someone who speaks life with our words. And a lot of time that just means not saying something when you feel like you want to say something, and or not saying as many words. Maybe it's listening. And he talks about later, he goes on in verse 10, he keeps nailing this point home. From the same mouth come blessing and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring pour forth from the same opening both fresh and salt water? Or can a fig tree bear olives, or a grapevine produce figs? Neither can a salt pond yield fresh water. He's saying if you are a believer in Christ, you should not be yielding things that are not that don't prove the fruit of Christ, that don't bring good fruit, that don't lift people up, that don't bless the hearers who are listening. We don't need to curse on one hand and bless on the other hand. We need to be people who bless only. And then he talks about wisdom coming from above. And if you remember, in a couple chapters ago, he has already said that if we ask of wisdom from God, he will give it to us. So this should be something that we're always asking of God. He says this in verse 16, or in verse 17. He says, but the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere, and a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. He's saying true wisdom is selfless wisdom. It's not something full of jealousy and vain conceit. He says that breeds nothing but death and strife and dissent. But wisdom, true wisdom from above, is pure. It is open to reason. Is someone living fully in the light, unashamed. And this is what we need to be asking from God here, is a sincere heart of wisdom, a pure, a peaceable, a gentle heart that is open to reason. And that's my prayer today for you and for me, that we can be slow to speak, but we can be strong and mighty in wisdom that we get from God, who freely gives it if we just ask for it. Thank you for joining me in the third chapter of James. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.